I want to be on. I'm just tired. It's been a long day.
Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. I haven't done a sit down one in a while. And this is going to be another collab video that the former Mrs. Jones invited me to do. There's going to be other YouTubers doing it. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I'll put them down below. So definitely check them out. And the topic is 5 ways that Dave Ramsey has ruined my life. Thanks, Dave. Just kidding. I don't want this to be super long, so I'm just going to do it by myself. I'm not going to worry about Jared having to do it with me. But Dave, he kind of is a life ruiner, because when you start following his plan, you are making a commitment to completely change your life, to change your lifestyle, to change your future. So you kind of have to start sacrificing stuff, and that's no fun. But in the long run, it's a good thing. So I'm going to tell you how he affected my life. So let's see. Number 1, he took up a lot of my time, as if I have like so much time to give up. Like I have a family, I work full time, and he just came and took up more of it, and it stresses me out more. And what I mean by that is, well, when you're on a budget, you have to stop eating out, you have to start meal planning when you go to the grocery store, and all those things take time. Like when I come home and maybe I want to just eat out for dinner, that's kind of a waste of money, so we have to cook a lot. And then at night, after Jojo goes to bed, you know, I'd love to sit down and just watch TV or do nothing, but no, I have to prepare my lunch for the next day, my breakfast, or I have to work on our meal plan or do something. And so yes, it's a lot of work when you start doing a budget, but in the long run, it's good for you. And now I couldn't imagine not doing it, and I feel much better when I go to work the next day and I brought my own healthy breakfast and lunch, and I didn't go out and spend that unnecessary money. Okay, so the former Mrs. Jones said that we were going to talk about little things, but we didn't really sacrifice a lot of little things. I don't feel like we didn't cut our cable, which I know a lot of people do, and I wish that we would have, but we didn't. So some of these are going to not be just silly little things. They're going to be kind of serious, but just, that's okay, right? But another little thing that I did give up is Starbucks, kind of. Starbucks is my one weakness. I love it. I love coffee, and I love their caramel macchiatos. And so ever since I got on his plan and got to budgeting, I started cutting back to just 1 day a week. I know some people think that's silly and it's not much of a sacrifice, but like when you work in an office all day and you sit there staring at the computer, me and my friend need to get out. She's addicted to Starbucks too. Like we have to get out at least once a week and go get us a good coffee. So we'd love to do it more, but we have to control ourselves. And also, it's not so bad anymore, but like our coffee at work used to be disgusting, but I was too cheap to use my coffee at home when we had free coffee at work. So that was something I gave up for a while. I used to bring my coffee from home, but I stopped doing that and had to drink that nasty stuff. But it's not so bad anymore. I don't know if I've gotten used to it or if it's because we switched coffees. Okay, number 3. I guess for a little over a year now, I've been going to my sewing group, which I'm sure you've all heard me talk about. And for the first like couple months, or no, maybe just for like the first month, I wouldn't even buy myself a sewing machine. I just went up there, and I used one of the other ladies' sewing machines. But I finally forced myself to go buy a sewing machine. But it took a long time for me to actually get the sewing supplies that I needed, like a bag to carry. For a long time I was carrying my sewing machine in the box that it came in, and I'd have to like package it up back up every night after we got done sewing, and put it back in there, and the ladies were always giving me a hard time, like, when are you gonna get a bag, when are you gonna get a bag? And I'm like, no, I'm too cheap, I can't go buy it because it's not in the budget. So I had to wait until Christmas, and I asked for a lot of sewing supplies for Christmas. So he ruined my life by making me have to carry around that silly little box and not have all the cutting supplies I needed and all the thread and all that good stuff, and I was bumming off of a lot of other people, but they didn't care. Okay, number 4. Now I'm getting into the not so little things. He made us, well, he didn't make us, but he taught us the importance of giving. Once again, I know you've heard this a million times, but like, that ruined our life because that made our debt-free journey take longer. Like, why would anyone want to start giving while they're trying to get out of debt? Isn't that dumb? No, it's not. It wasn't just him that made us want to do that. It was just the fact that we found a church home that we love so much, and we just learned the importance of it, and we learned for the first time like where that money went that we were giving to the church, and it just became really important to us. So we did give the whole time through our debt-free journey. I mean, we didn't start tithing right away, but we started out giving small and then actually increased it throughout the 2 years that we were getting out of debt. You know, I don't think that, I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you don't give or anything, but that's how that ruined our life, was because we could have gotten out of debt a lot sooner if we hadn't. But it was worth it because it changed our hearts and it changed us, and we don't regret it, and it's a good feeling. And not just giving to our church, like, just like we've talked about before, going out to eat, seeing somebody sitting by themselves and paying for their meal, or just doing a random act of kindness that really changed you. And it's okay to do that when you're trying to get out of debt. That was number 4, and last but not least, number 5. This is a big deal to me. One way that Dave Ramsey ruined my life is that I'm like a really quiet, introverted, non-social person, and because of him, like, now I have to talk to people a whole lot more, and I have to be a lot more social, and I have to interact, whether it's face-to-face or through email or through YouTube. So yes, I'm not a talker. I hate talking, but he really has brought me out of my shell. I feel like this is, you know, kind of like our calling in life. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but we've really affected a lot of people and influenced a lot of other people since we started our debt-free journey. And like, I can't tell you how many Facebook messages I've got from old friends who have just seen my post and they were interested in it and wanted to know more about it, and they would tell me about their financial struggles that they're going through and how they wanted to change that. And then I've gotten emails from people that I don't even know asking me for advice, and just, you know, just getting comments all the time about how much we've influenced them and helped them start budgeting and things like that. So yeah, it's, like I said, it's really brought me out of my shell, which it's still hard for me, but like, it's good for me that that's happened. And you know, we taught our first FBU class recently, and while I've been wanting to do that for a long time, like, that's not something that I ever thought that I would do. I mean, Jared did most of the talking in front of the church, but I mean, there was like 60 people in our group, and I would go up to the front with Jared and we would talk in front of all them. And Jared even, I mean, he was already a talker, but I don't think he in a million years thought that he would be praying in front of the church, and that's what he did in our FPU classes. He would pray before each video, and so that was really good for him, good for both of us, and it was fun. And we just had to go up there and force ourselves to be fun and be talkative and get people engaged. And so yes, those are the 5 ways that Dave Ramsey has ruined my life, but they turned out to be a good thing. Anyways, so you guys can...
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
He didn't give up ice cream. Say hi.
What's up, people? What are you saying?
I'm already done now.
Oh.
Those are the 5 ways that Dave Ramsey has ruined my life. If you guys want to share your sacrifices, you can put them in the comments below. Or just leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how he has ruined your life. Hopefully there's nothing bad that he's really done to ruin your life. And definitely go watch the other YouTubers' videos. And thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a great weekend.